And I think the other thing about rosé and a misconception about them is that they can't age, that you're just meant to drink them now. So what I want to do is go through a couple of wines that you should age, right? Or that get better with age, or aren't going to get worse with age, yeah? Now, we've spoken about maceration methods. So the maceration method, the grapes go in, they let the skin macerate on the juice for a while, and then they take the skin away. Yeah, that's the maceration method. That's kind of the method the French have adopted and believe it's the only way, and most people will do that. But there is another method. It's called the SAIGNÉE method, the SAIGNÉE method. This is the painted wolf wine Den Pinotage Rosé, and you'll see the color is a lot darker. This is from South Africa actually, and this is made in the SAIGNÉE method. So what's SAIGNÉE? I hear you asking. SAIGNÉE is when they are starting to, they start fermenting the grapes as if it's going to become a red wine. And then, 2 to 4 hours later, or 6 hours in this case, roughly, they will bleed some of that juice into another vat just for rosé, yeah? So they're making a red wine. 6 hours into the process, they will bleed some of that juice out, so it's already stained pink, and start fermenting a rosé. So it's a lot harder, it's a lot more expensive and costly to do that, and it's also touch and go. So it doesn't happen as much. I'm starting to see a lot more. So there's a bunch of Australian wineries doing SAIGNÉE method. I love SAIGNÉE method. The reason people do it is because they want to get that more complex red wine character in the rosé wine. Okay, so that's the idea. And the wine can age. Okay, so let's have a look. This is a Pinotage rosé. If no one knows what Pinotage is, I try and say it with a South African accent, but it doesn't happen. Pinotage is a hybrid crossing. It's a crossing of Pinot Noir and Cinsault. So essentially, when the French went to South Africa to start planting it, they planted Pinot Noir and Cinsault. They accidentally made out and made a baby called Pinotage. So it's only really found in South Africa, and it is a South African grape. And I love it. I find them dirty, earthy, like crazy. I love it. So this one, the grapes are hand harvested, put into small baskets. They're then taken to a cellar. They're destalked. They're gently crushed, they cool them down, and then they leave them on skins for 6 hours. They then do the SAIGNÉE method. And let's have a look at how it smells. But you'll see it's darker. You'll definitely see. That's what SAIGNÉE does. Ooh, it's very bright, very strawberries. But tart berries. It's also mineral, very mineral. You know those berries is like a green stem, and they're like little tight red berries? Gooseberry? Something like that. That's what it is. It's like this really tight sour berry smell, but very mineral on the nose as well. Okay, let's have a look. Wow, it's massive. Yeah, so all the characters that I mentioned on the nose, definitely there, but lots of acidity, as you can tell. But also it's very fresh, and it lingers, and it's meaty. There's this meatiness. Wow, this is a wine that will age so well. It'll age beautifully. What is this vintage? 2018. Wow, yeah. I highly recommend it. But see, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, rosé can come in any grape. Yeah, it's all about the process of rosé, and it's such a difficult process. I've talked about macerating them, where there is so much room for error. If you're an hour behind on taking away those skins, you get the wrong color, yeah, or you get the wrong flavors coming through on the rosé. So that's what I mean when there's a misconception about rosé. I feel that people are like, rosé is like a cheap, easy drinking wine. No, it takes a lot of effort to make rosé.